everybody. And I forgot I have to add Aaron to the stage. Aaron, you're not in charge around here. I am. I got to add you to the stage. No, Aaron, you got to stay back there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're not the boss of me.
I'll hang out backstage and watch what's going on. It's all good.
For this stream, I'm the boss of you. Sorry.
I know. I was just going to say, I think you are actually. Okay.
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I can put people in detention. I can send them to the back of the room, just backstage with you.
Just banish me backstage.
Yes.
Yeah. I promise to try to be good.
Okay, trying. I'll take trying. I will for sure take trying.
Okay.
I have one question. Is Christopher Walken there with you?
Yes, he's walking in a winter wonderland after walking after midnight. And he got a new pair of boots. Those boots were made for walking.
Sweet. And if you don't know what Mike's talking about, he's all like on this, he's on a snow high is what it is. So it's snowing in his house and he's like on the snow high. So Mike, how many inches
favorite
of
thing.
snow? How many feet of snow? What are we talking about snow wise?
It's 1.5 feet. Not exaggerating.
Snow. We
got about 11 inches from this last storm, and we already had 6 inches on the ground.
Okay.
So is that real footage behind you?
This is from last February when we got 6 inches of snow. So we have triple this right now.
So you need to update your picture and background, it sounds like to me, Mike Shaw. That's your assignment.
You might be right. Okay.
That's okay. Just say it's live. No one will know the difference if it's snowing there.
I could just point the camera outside. It's snowing right now.
Yeah, show us what it looks like outside and just keep talking.
That's amazing.
Right?
We'll get to see it.
I know. It's still snowing. It's fantastic.
So good morning, Annabella. How you doing this morning? She's popping in and saying, hi, guys. She's fantastic.
I took this morning.
Second place coming in is Allison Johnson. Yay, Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Thanks for popping in. And the awesome Karen Harrington popping in and saying hello.
Hi, Karen.
Annabella's up late. Yeah, this is a little later than normal because Mike's schedule was supposed to interfere and then his thing got canceled. And then we're like, we'll just keep it.
That's fine. Yeah, I would have never made it on time.
It's all good. So
I've been yelling from the shower.
You would have been. She would have been like, I'm in the shower. I'll be there.
Hello. Rinse the conditioner.
But it's 7 a.m. here where I am, and so I still have coffee in my mug. How about you guys?
It's water.
Mike, that's a big hockin' mug. What's going on? That's what you always say. Is it that?
It's huge, humongous.
Hold it up to your head. How big is it?
It disappears. There we go.
That looks big.
How about that?
There you go.
That's an improvement, actually, isn't it?
Oh, come on, Mike Shaw. So is it, Mike, is it just hot water? Is it water with electrolytes? Is it?
No, it's just water.
Just water. Like room
Spring
temperature
water. Yeah, room temperature water.
Okay, well, that's one way to go. I don't know if I approve this message, but whatever. To each their own.
Hey, n equals 1, right?
Whatever.
N equals 1. You do you.
I'm 60. It's my life.
That's true.
Okay, now you have me in this mode where now every time you say something, I'm coming up with songs. It's my life.
Yeah. Talk, and No Doubt did a great version of that.
Who else did that? Bon Jovi.
No Doubt. No Doubt.
It's My Life, and somebody else too.
And
Billy Joel.
The original was
Billy
Talk
Joel
Talk.
It's My Life.
Maybe. I just know the two.
I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life.
Yep. Oh,
Check it
yeah,
out.
that's right.
Check it
That's
out,
a
Mike.
different
You don't
song, but
even
yeah,
look,
Billy Joel has it.
Mike, you don't even look 60.
No.
According to Annabella. Look, see?
Thank you, Annabella.
And
Closer to
Susan, the woman with
closer
the
to 75.
Hiya.
Check
Susan
her
E.
channel out. Mike, can
He
you
has
pop
a
a link
channel.
there for Susan E's new channel?
Yes.
So if anyone didn't see that the other night, people can go sub up.
Yeah, let me put it in my, because I don't see anybody in my chat just yet, but let me put it there and then you can put it on the screen. But really it's everything she has there without the spaces. So it's at UK
USA
lady
meat lover.
Okay.
meat lover all together.
All
And
together.
that'll get you right to it.
Word. Yeah, you put it there and then I'll put it on the screen. See, the problem is when I'm in control of this, I can't click links. I can only show it. But there you guys go. So this is Susan's new channel. She decided to start one, which is amazing. So if you haven't subbed up, do that, please, for Susan, because she's awesome.
Yep.
All right.
My question for Susan is, she said she had recorded a short video. I was just wondering if she posted it yet, because I haven't looked yet.
Let me go over there and subscribe.
Okay, so Aaron is going to go over there and subscribe. When one of you guys is talking, I meant to go do that last night, and then Matthew and I had a post-interview chat, and then I didn't do it. I promised, Susan, I promised I will do it. I even took a picture of the screen because when I'm in charge of the stream, I can't click links because it just will only allow me to show it on the screen. But like I took a picture of it so I wouldn't like lose your channel. But so I'm gonna go sub, I promise. Right. Erin, you're cracking me up. She says, I have hot water with coffee in it.
That's right.
Amen, sister.
And it's not decaf right now. It's my second cup of the real thing, black this time.
Okay, so
I should have made another cup for the show. I should have.
You should have. You're slacking.
It's called Coffee Across America.
Coffee Across America, not water across America.
Just say it's coffee. Nobody knows. If your mug isn't clear, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. No, I'm just teasing.
So I have coffee.
Friday did not watch
backstage
the last few minutes. He has coffee.
What's in your coffee?
Yeah. I was hoping you'd ask me because I've made a change. I have made a change, you guys. Here's what the change is. I'm sighing because in an attempt to go with my new Coach Bronson inspired whatever, I don't know what you want to call it. I need a name because I'm doing this vlogging. I'm going to post my first vlog for week 1 later today.
Your body recomposition program.
There you go. Yes. I guess. I mean, it's not
perfect.
An official program. It's like Coach Bronson gave me some unsolicited advice, or maybe some of it was solicited. I don't know. And I was like, I'm going to like pick and choose the advice he gave me and like make a program out of it. See, it's not concise when I say it. But one of the things I wanted to do was like close my eating window a little bit. And so I've taken the heavy cream out of my coffee if I drink it when I'm not eating. So like I haven't eaten anything yet today. And so in my now I do have the chocolate salt in there, the Element chocolate salt in there, because I'm not giving that up, you guys. So it's Element chocolate salt and 2 drops of iodine. So it's basically like you probably can't even tell it's black because there's no cream in it, right? It's just Element chocolate salt and a couple drops of iodine. And so that's what's in my coffee. And I don't hate it. It's like not horrible. And you know, if like last night after dinner, which I eat dinner early, you guys, like when I get home from work, I eat dinner. It's like 4 o'clock or something. I had a cup of coffee with some heavy cream. So I did put a little heavy cream in there. I did have an after dinner, you know, coffee with some heavy cream at that time because I had just eaten. But like if I'm drinking coffee away from a meal, then I'd leave out the heavy cream.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I can't drink coffee that late in the day without it affecting my sleep usually. Do you have problems with that, or I guess not?
No. I sure don't.
Cool.
I didn't think that I had problems with it. Like it didn't outwardly affect me, but I started to get concerned. Is it affecting me in some way that I don't realize? You know, like is my brain still wired in the middle of the night type of deal? So I've kind of made it a point to not drink regular coffee after 2 or 3, and I'll have a decaf if I really feel like I want it. I found a good one that tastes just like good regular coffee. So
well, I mean, don't just say that. Tell me what it is, because I've just been slacking on ordering some decaf. Like I've been wanting to order some decaf for the afternoons. I don't need the caffeine then. I just enjoy the coffee.
You like a strong coffee, like a coffee?
No,
then I don't know if you'll like it. I use Peet's Coffee makes a decaf, and it's actually the Swiss
Nice.
water process. So they don't use any solvents or any chemicals to decaffeinate their beans. They just flush it with water. So it's like a better, cleaner method.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I tell you, like, I have their pods now of regular coffee. It tastes exactly the same. But I mean, it's a strong coffee. Like, I would compare it, not as bitter as a Starbucks, but that strength of like the regular Starbucks coffee. Like, it's
Well, if
strong.
it's not as bitter as a Starbucks, then I might be able to do it. But if they use that process for all their decafs, I assume I can just go find a Peet's Coffee decaf and go
They
with that.
only have like 2 different decaf blends, I think.
Shame on them.
And as far as I know, they're both strong.
Okay.
But I get the bags of the ground coffee, and I have to use like the refillable K cup thing. Like, I don't even know if they have the decaf K cups, but so I don't know what.
I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go hunt that down because I do like that Swiss water.
It's you get it in the supermarket, you know, a small bag of it. Try it. I thought it's good.
So this is a question for Mike. Allison wants to know, Mike, where are you? I'm gonna take a guess. Iowa. Don't kill me if that's wrong. You have to kill her.
First of all,
or is she right, Mike Shaw?
I would never kill her if she was wrong anyway, but that is correct, Allison. Correct.
Correct answer for where is Mike Shaw for 200.
Did you see corn behind him?
I took this 2 weeks ago at the lake. We had some really dense fog. It was awesome. It was cool. And so Allison, I'm an hour northeast of Omaha in western Iowa.
He's outstanding in his field, you guys.
What's that?
I said he's outstanding in his field. Wait,
yes.
Yep,
wait
there you
for
go.
it.
That was it.
Yep. And then I had to come in because it was too cold. It's my thermometer says -1 right now.
Yeah, no.
Today's
so my
forecast
thermometer
is
said
falling.
35. That's about as cold as I want it.
Cold enough.
Now you have me checking the weather here.
Cold
Let's
enough.
see what it is.
I went out and sprinted in a tank top in 35 degrees this morning, you guys.
You guys want to know what temperature it is here?
Maybe.
Don't be jealous, Mike.
Okay.
59 degrees.
Whoa. I prefer -1, to be honest.
You gotta love New Jersey winters. One day it's 70, the next day it's like -10.
You have snow. Snow is in your forecast for Tuesday.
I hear that. Take that back.
No. So
I don't make the rules.
Yes, you do. You're the weatherman.
You just enjoy recording it to torture Aaron. That's what it is.
You know, people are.
I have a new driver. I don't want snow.
Yeah. I'm a snow lover, and I'm over the top snow lover, and it really does annoy some people. So I have to dial it back a little, I think.
So you know what? It's beautiful. I love sitting in my house and watching it with my coffee. So pretty. I don't like to go out and shovel it, and I don't like to have to drive through it. Not because I can't drive through it, but nobody around here can drive through it.
Right.
So you're dodging people.
That's part of the challenge. They're not recommending people travel right now. There's a lot of blowing snow. Even after the plows come, it blows back on the road, and it's pretty icy. Now, tomorrow morning, I get the donuts before church at 7 a.m. The forecasted low is -20 with a wind chill of -40 something probably. And that's fine, but just am I going to be able to get there safely is my main concern because of the roads. Yeah,
you be very careful. We don't have to deal with any of that, and it's one of the reasons I stay here in Southern California.
You don't want to move?
No. Annabella is giving herself a facial. Annabella, I want to know more about that. So first of all, A+ for self-care, okay? Second of all, I want to know what you're using, because here's the thing. In case you haven't heard me say this before, I've said it a few times, but not very often. Up until 2020, I was an avid couponer. And I would get all my stuff for free, or I'd make money on it.
You were one of those.
Stuff, I mean, like shampoo, and I would donate most of it. I would just give it away. Because it was just fun. It was like a hobby. I got a bunch of
sport.
It was a sport. Yes. It was hunting in a sense.
Right?
Hunting for L'Oreal.
Yeah, hunting for L'Oreal. That's right. And so I I haven't had to purchase, like, for example, razors. I have not purchased a single razor. I don't know when I'm going to have to purchase razors, but not anytime soon. Still, and I have not couponed since 2020, right? But I still have razors. I'm about to have to buy some personal care products. So like, I want to switch over to something because I feel like when people go carnivore, there it is, 16 minutes in, when everyone talk about the proper human diet here. Change to a proper human diet. I feel like it's like they do that, they get healthier, and then they're like, like what other ways can I get healthier? I noticed that trend. And so one of the things that I want to do is start limiting my exposure to some of these other like chemical type of things. And so like, I want to change to, now that I'm going to have to actually pay for shampoo and conditioner. I don't want to stop using it, Mike Shaw, so don't you dare say it.
Just cut your hair.
Yeah, just cut it off and stop washing. That's Mike's advice. Not listening.
I would never advise either way. No, that's not me.
So anyways, I'm just curious, Annabella, if you have a line that you like of like more healthy type of options for self-care, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, facial, whatever, moisturizer, whatever you want to say. I'm interested. So
I will say this. I watched a video, I don't know, months ago, and I was like, that's interesting. So I don't use soap or shampoo anymore. I just rinse off in the shower, and my hair with the natural oils is so much better. It used to get all frizzy, and now it lays back naturally, and I love it. And carnivores, and I don't know what this phenomena is, but we've talked to enough people to know it's a real thing. We don't get BO. We just don't. Or, unless you're like working out really hard or something, but there's just not BO in the anymore. So I don't use deodorant. I don't use soap. I don't use shampoo. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that soap thing. I basically stopped soap years ago because especially in the winter, it would dry out my skin, and I'm sensitive to everything. I'll use soap when and where I need it. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be too disgusting, people, but on my arms, my legs and stuff, no, I don't use it at all because it's just.
So Carrie at My Metamorphosis, at My Metamorphosis sent me some soap that she doesn't make it, but like her friend made it. And it was made, at first I thought it was made from tallow, but she clarified it's made from lard. And that stuff is great. It's great. Like, she's sending me some more, and I'm like, this stuff is fantastic.
That's probably free in Iowa. There's so many pigs here.
Seriously. So I was like, next time you send me the soap, just please send it to me if she makes enough. And then I'll like pay shipping or whatever. Cause she's like, no, she doesn't sell it. She just makes it as a hobby and whatever. And I'm like, all right. But now she's sending me so everybody's like getting to know me and my crazy, fitness challenges. Yeah. And so she's sending me some like exercise bands. And Erin, I want to talk to you about those if you've used them. But anyway, she's sending me bands. And she said she's going to put some more soap in there when she sends those to me. So I'm like, all right, fantastic. Yeah. Talk to me, Erin, about exercise bands. I need your advice. I've never used them, and I don't have them yet. They're like on their way.
So I've seen my daughter use these things for years, like the longer type ones that you could like do if you want to assist yourself with pull-ups. Like there's some really strong ones. I've seen her use like the little, they're like the mini bands that are continuous loop that you can like put around your legs and use and stuff like that. You might have seen, but I never used them until I got into the program with Coach Nat. And like, because I'm working out at home, I don't have access to a lot of that gym equipment that other people do. So I had to buy a set of bands. I actually bought them from Amazon. I don't know if I shared them when we did that thing, but they're rather inexpensive. And it was just a set that has the, I'm going to say this wrong. Is it carabiner clips? Mike, you probably know. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
You use them for like mountain climbing and stuff, but these are not that strong. And they
crampons
each edge. There's handles on them. There's a door anchor on them, which is just like almost like a styrofoam ball attached to like a canvas type loop. And you can do some pretty wild things with them. And also you can stack them. So if you have like a 10-pound strength one and a 30-pound one, and that's all you go up to, you can stack them and essentially make like 40 pounds of resistance, like that sort of thing. So I think that they're very handy. They're a little cumbersome when you're trying to switch them out, like you're not just jumping from machine to machine. But yeah, for the price that you can get them at, totally worth it to just have a set. And if you're doing like your glute bridges on the floor, you could have your knees banded to give you a little bit more resistance and stuff like that. So yeah, worth it to just have a set.
So once I get, somebody else bought them for me. Like Carrie didn't even buy them for me. They just, and then they gave them, and like, Carrie, send these to Christy. So I don't even know what I'm getting. So when I get them, Erin, I'll like show you, and then you can give me some.
Now I thought of you yesterday because in my big basement cleaning expedition to put a gym down there, I found a hula hoop.
Yes, I need to get that. I think I'm just going to start doing that instead of sitting on my butt when I'm like watching videos, because I watch a lot of carnivore content, you guys. It's excessive, but I might as well stand there and do my hula hoop, right? Yeah. Like I don't think that counts as like, because I don't want to overdo it with the like. But if it's like a rest day, I don't think hula hoop counts. But it's fun. It's funny.
The funny thing is, I put it on, whatever. I brought the hoop up real quick and I'm like, let me see if I can do this, because I've never been able to do this. There's something about my shape that it just doesn't work. And I'm doing it and it's hitting all the crap around me. So I was like, forget this. Around me, not cleaned up yet, that I couldn't do it. It was like, boom.
That's one way to clean out your basement. Just like knock it to the side with your hoop.
Exactly.
I'm not even going to try. I haven't hula hooped since I was like 8. So
oh, it's so much fun. I just enjoy it. So when I was doing my, I know I'm going to answer it, but when I was doing my hula hoop challenge, because I'd always try to increase, by the end of that month, I was so over it because I was hula hooping for like 25 minutes at a time. It's like a long time, because I can just keep like the Energizer Bunny, but I want to just, just a few minutes. It's just fun. And it does take some core work to keep that, because if my hoop is a 3-pound hoop,
the weighted one,
right?
Weighted, and that's
well, if you can do a 3-pound hoop indefinitely, get a 10-pound hoop. Do they make those?
No, but they make a 4-pound one that Carrie and I were scared of. We like chickened out and got this.
Like then you're gonna get up to like what, hula hooping with a tractor tire? I mean, where are we going?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Guinness Book of World Records. Here we come.
Okay.
Did you ever see people do like the multiple hula hoops?
Yes, and I can't do it. Not at once.
I can't.
Not all simultaneously. No. But I've seen it. That's pretty incredible. I'm not that good.
People are amazing, though. People are amazing.
Okay, so will you start, please, Erin?
Okay, Allison, how are you? Allison and I were actually on the new Low Carb Lounge the other night, so we connected. That's awesome.
Yep.
What routine do I follow? And Christy's familiar with this. I have joined Coach Natalie Grasso's program. She's the Keto Bikini Pro. And if you hear Christy talking about Coach Bronson, that's her significant other. And they're just awesome. They're all into like carnivore, keto, low carb, all of that stuff. And great, big emphasis on strength training, especially as you get older with both of them. So I joined her program back over the summer, I think, just her Facebook, like her free Facebook group, and just got involved there and started working out and getting some tips and tricks. And then I eventually joined her like keto bikini body program in September or October for her first 3-month challenge that I did with her. And I can't tell you enough, just go over there, join her page, her free page, and check it out, because just the change in 3 months, not on the scale, but in just my body composition it's insane. I feel like a different person mentally and physically. So it's all strength workout for any level that you're at. You could work out at home. You could work out in the gym. She tailors things, whether you're beginner, intermediate, advanced. So there's really something for everyone. There are women there that have physical disabilities where they can only do certain things, and they're making like huge strides, just improving their quality of life and the the functional aspect of it and what they're able to do. So I could definitely tell you more about that. And I share a lot in Instagram and on my channel with that too. But it's just a great strength program. And Coach Bronson, I understand, has equally wonderful programs too. And Christy's learning that now.
Yeah, so Coach Bronson, I interviewed about a week ago now, I guess. And if you want to know what his programs are, he sent me the links, like his most recent ones, and they're linked down below. I am not doing any kind of official program, but I will say I do have Coach Nat scheduled for an interview, Erin. So
I'll be there.
Scheduled
I love Coach Nat.
Yeah, I'm gonna like talk to her at that point about how I'm doing. So I'm only a week in, right? But so basically since I started carnivore, I've done nothing but like kind of slowly put on weight. And who knows, maybe my body needs to put on weight. I was talking about this last night. Maybe
your bones.
Yeah, maybe it's my bones, maybe it's my muscles. I mean, I'm pretty much the same size, but at this point, it's like 13 pounds in total. So it's like my pants are getting a little tighter because it's 13 pounds. But I can still fit into them, right? In the past, if I gained 13 pounds, that'd be like 2 sizes or something, you know? The hard part is it's like you don't really know, right? It's like, okay, my body's doing this and hopefully, and my nutrition is on point, right? As far as like what I'm eating, as far as like, I didn't have a cookie, right? I didn't even have an apple. I didn't I am like carnivore, eggs, meat, you know, that's what I'm eating. No cheese. I mean, not no cheese, very, very rare cheese, once a month, maybe cheese, that kind of thing. It's on point. I've not cheated, but my weight just continues to just, you know, so it's like, all right, at this point, let's look at it and let's get some advice. And so to your question, Allison, I didn't sign up for a specific program, but he definitely, he being Coach Bronson, talked about a couple of things. So I have not tracked macros since I was keto, since I first started keto, but he talked about like a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio. So rather than doing like a 70-30, like 70% fat, 30% protein, or 60-40 or something, he talked about doing for every pound of lean body mass, do a gram of protein and a gram of fat. So I started tracking that. Like, I don't care what the calories are, just where does my protein and fat need to land in terms of grams? And in so doing, I did up my food intake. My fat was in line because, you know, hashtag bite butter or whatever. Rib eyes, right? Like my fat was good. It wasn't too high. Like it was in line with that number. Yeah. But my protein was a little low. So for the last week, so today's the first day of week 2. So like I just finished week 1. And so I added in, Erin, don't fall off your chair. Do not. Okay. Get like
holding on.
Like, yep. Okay. She's ready for this. Erin, I added a can of salmon every single day at lunch.
Yes.
So look at her face, you guys. Look at her face. Okay. That is how your fish should look, everyone's face. Because
awesome. Salmon is awesome. It's so high in protein and healthy fats. I love salmon.
But when I added the can of salmon doesn't have a lot, because I didn't need to add to my fat macro, right? Like that was good. Yes. I needed to up my protein. So I added the can of salmon every day at lunch, which was like, I forget. I mean, I could go back to Chronometer, whatever, and look, but it was about 19 grams or so of protein-ish. And then either a half a scoop to a scoop of the Equip protein, because again, that's very low in fat. It's not that I want to be low fat. I'm just saying my fat grams were already like 130, like my fat grams were fine. So I was just trying to get the protein up there to match that. So the point of that Equip is a scoop of that has 20 grams of protein in there. So a half a scoop to a scoop, depending, you know, to round out the day to get my protein up there. Now, what happened this week? I worked out as well. So I did 2 leg days. I did 2 upper body days with like rest in between. So it's leg day Saturday, like upper body day. So that for me, that'll be tomorrow. Monday's rest. Tuesday back to legs. Wednesday upper body. And then Thursday, Friday a rest. But like on Friday, I'm going to start working on my flexibility. So I'm going to start doing some stretching on Fridays.
Good idea.
You are going to see, like I see it with myself and with everyone else that does this when they up their protein and they follow the rules of Coach Nat and Coach Bronson. You're going to see a big change, like an unexpected. You're not going to expect it, but I'm telling you.
Well, the first thing that happened was I gained 3 pounds. So
your body's adjusting. You're adjusting to a new workout too, and that's stressful and that's inflammatory, and you know.
Yeah. So I'm not so Coach Bronson talked about you need to do it for 6 weeks. Like give it 6 weeks before you change anything. So that's what I'm going to do. And if I gain 3 more, whatever, like that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to freak out and be like, oh, I gained 3 pounds, you know, like, nope, I'm just going to keep going. So today was leg day. Before I jumped on this live, I did my, and he told me focus, like laser like focus on squats, deadlifts, and lunges. Look at Erin. She's like, go girl.
Awesome. Yeah. No, that's great.
Because you don't realize the strength that you gain in your legs, and you're going to be like, oh, I got muscle there. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So I did that today. I upped my weight today. So I upped my weight. The reps had to come down a little bit because my weights that I have, they up in like 3 pound increments.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
good.
upped my deadlift and my squat and my all 3 and lunges. I upped that by 3 pounds. And then of course the reps went down from like 12 down to between 8 to 10. But the next time I'll try to increase those reps. Again. So I hope I'm doing it the right way because I did not sign up for a program. But by Erin's face, I think I am.
I think you're headed in the right direction. I wanted to just comment on some these. Mike, is Mike still here? No.
I'm still here. Yeah.
Sorry, you're like,
I'm waiting my turn.
I wanted to comment on what you said about the fat versus the protein, because I had that issue in the beginning because I was still eating like really, really like heavy fat meats. I was still doing like the ribeye and the chuck eye every day and all of that. And when I first started working with her, I was finding it hard to meet my protein without going over that fat. You know what I mean? So that's when I had to, like you did with the salmon, I had to start finding other things to incorporate. I did some chicken. And, did like some tuna, some shrimp, if you like it. I do yogurt. So I did like different fat. I had containers that were like different fat content just so that I could do it the way they wanted it.
Yeah. Dial it in the way you want.
Mike.
Yeah. So really interesting. I signed up for Dr. Barry's $5 a month thing to get into their chat. And so if you know Teresa O, she does occasional carnivore videos, and she really needs to do more. So if you ever see this, Teresa, do more. But she's my coach in there, and I have a couple issues I'm working on. I have an enlarged prostate. Fun. So she recommended go as low carb as you can and add in omega-3s. So that would be salmon. So I've got a can of salmon waiting for me. And also, shrimp. I bought some shrimp. I love seafood, so I just need to eat more seafood anyway. And I cut out the keto chow. Sorry, keto chow. I love you, but it's not you. It's me. I don't think we should see each other anymore. So I broke up with keto chow. I got rid of the heavy cream in my keto chow and my coffee. And so in my coffee, I just do butter and salt and a couple drops of iodine. And it's really good. And so that's one thing I did, the Dr. Barry, to get the specific advice for me. And then I won on Todd's channel. Todd and Lindy and Michael, they're, what is it? The 700-pound weight loss life, or I can't remember what they call their show, but I love their show.
Did he freeze?
Is that me? Did you get that too, Christy? Mike? Hello. Mike.
I think Mike is frozen. I was busy getting your link, Erin, because somebody was asking us specifically for your link. I think Mike is frozen.
It's just him. Mike, hello.
Okay, so hopefully he will figure that out. He'll pop off and pop back on. And
you just told a really great story and ended it with a joke, and we missed it.
And we totally missed it. So I'm just going to pop up some other people here. So hi, Jay. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping.
I'm going to text him, Christy.
Okay. Yeah, text him and let him know he's frozen. And I'm going to go through some of these. So thank you to everyone who did this, because I was asking, what do you guys use like for, shampoo and whatnot that's, a little more healthy. So Annabella says, I'm using Andalou. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay. He just left. So hopefully he'll come.
Christy, did you put him backstage?
I didn't. I promise. He's not in timeout. He's having technical difficulties. Anyways, honey glycolic mask, and I like Andalou. I don't know how to pronounce that brand, so I'm probably saying it wrong. But Lily Andalou Rosewater mask. Okay. And then she's saying, check out Madeira SOS Hydro Recharge Cream. I'm going to go back through this chat and take pictures of all of this before I close this out so I don't lose all of these tips. Twin Maples. Hi, Twin Maples, by the way. Tubes and Company Organics for great, healthy self-care items, all tallow-based, grass-fed even. Okay.
Are we missing? There's a lot going on in the chat.
I'm probably... I'm still way back there. I'm still way back at the beginning because we were talking about our workout stuff.
Okay, I think I'm where you are now. I see it highlighted.
Yeah. I just want to go highlight these until Mike gets this tech figured out, and then
he has to know.
Yeah, he has to know he's not in here anymore. She says she uses Weleda shower gel and
I've heard of that.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah. That's a big brand, I think. Yeah, Weleda. Tallow-based.
Saying that she uses tallow-based skin moisturizer and soap too. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to find. The first tallow-based moisturizer I bought, you guys, I don't like it. It's I don't like the smell, and I don't like the it's greasy. So if I mix it with other lotion, then it's doable. But if I use it by itself, it's like if I put it on my chest, I have to wash my hair, because
it's getting,
it gets all in there and it's all, it gets all greasy. So I don't know if they're all like that, if they're tallow based.
We need to do a show on this, Christy.
We do. I'm thinking that Aaron and I need to team up. We need to buy a few things and we need to evaluate them, right? Give them a rating, give them a.
I'll test all of the homemade stuff because anytime I put anything that's from a store on my skin, I have issues. So I'm the tallow, olive oil, coconut oil person doing all of that. So.
I can't put stuff on my face. I will immediately. I've had one breakout of my cystic acne since going carnivore, and he's back. Hello,
Mike. The show's over. You missed it.
I know.
Summer there.
I'm so sorry. So I guess because it's 2 below zero with a temperature falling to 11 below by this afternoon.
Your router froze?
My internet froze. Get it? All right. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Now, apparently, maybe not. I may not be here at all.
Okay.
So it was right in the middle of my sentence too. But anyway, SBG group, I have a month membership there, but I haven't really gotten into it much. But just from Todd's advice, watching them, I'm eating more because I think I was under eating. And and then the other issue I have, which I didn't really realize I had, I knew this was here and it bugs me, but I never knew it was really, this is rosacea. I believe it is. Yeah. I never knew what to call it. So I'm hoping that'll go away too. So anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. Aaron and I were just talking about we need to start reviewing some of these products because I went back because people had given us what they use. Allison, I would like to know because Allison had said, I probably lost the comment now, that there's a couple companies she likes.
Oh, Annabella. Annabella's talking about using I don't know if I'm going to say it right, the gua sha or gua sha. People say it differently. It's like the stone. I have one.
Oh, okay.
But you can use it with
Will that help with rosacea?
I don't know because I don't know if stimulating the blood flow would help with that or if it would make it worse. I don't know. It's more or less to it's kind of I guess for lymph, drainage and stuff like that. And it kind of smooths out your skin and gets rid of puffiness and can tighten it up, all of that. So
yeah, Annabella is correct.
Yes.
Now, when I was a TV guy a long time ago, we used to have makeup consultants, which is funny. And one of them gave us this product that you mixed up, put on. It's like a mask, like a little bit of dermabrasion. So it was pretty cool. I probably wouldn't mind doing that again. I don't know if it would help, but maybe.
Mike, what do you use for like when you shave and stuff? Is there any specific stuff that you use that you can tell the men about? Anything natural?
So, no, I just I have a clipper that I bought, and I just use that. And if I do clean it all the way up, I use just a regular disposable razor and some, what's it called, Barbasol, whatever. It's like,
okay, yeah. So you use like shaving cream. Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't know if you did something special there, or
no, no
tallow.
I'm cheap.
That's my question, Annabelle. The sensitive skin, I have that issue, and I get eczema and stuff. So I got to be careful with putting anything with chemicals on my skin.
Yeah. So I was talking about, so I had that cystic acne on here and here before I went carnivore, and it's gone now. But like my in-laws gave me some like fancy schmancy, supposed to be really good for your skincare, like expensive stuff.
Yeah.
I used it once, and the next day I had a giant cystic acne that did not go away for almost 2 months. Like my skin is like, no.
It's like sometimes simple or not doing anything at all works better than doing all of that stuff, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
The cool thing is, we're in this, it turns out, right? A lot of us get in, this is me, you get into it because you want to lose weight. Now, I know that wasn't your case, Christy, but a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But then what you find out, or at least what I found out, is no, it's about the metabolic health. Because I haven't lost a lot of weight, but my metabolic health is getting better and better and better. Yeah. And so, and it's a lifestyle change. It's not a diet anymore. This is like the way I'm going to eat the rest of my life, unless the government says I can't. That's a whole nother show. But, and so over time, I'm trusting that this is going to go away, that I will lose weight, that my prostate will go down, and I mean, it's just a life change, and it's wonderful. That's why we have channels, to let everybody know.
So Annabella said this is her recommendation. So I can't even say that. Epilobium tea helps prostate issues.
That was really good. Epilobium.
1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. So
what is that to help with inflammation? I'm guessing. Do you know, Annabella? I'm just wondering what the story behind that is.
Do you eat it, or do you rub it on your skin or something?
Yeah,
I guess you eat it.
You drink it, but
yeah, you drink it.
Drink it. Tea, I guess you probably would drink.
Yeah.
Pumpkin tea with pumpkin seeds.
So Twin Maples did he shaved off his 2-year-old Santa beard and now has a goatee. Yeah,
he can't play Santa anymore.
Santa. Well, I mean, he has a whole year to grow it, right? But
that's a lot.
It's a lot to grow.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, he posted pictures on Facebook. It is quite a difference. He said it took 15 years off this old fart.
That's good. Well, if you go back, and Aaron in a video called me Santa. So, so I did on Christmas Day. I shaved it off.
Santa Mike.
It's starting to grow back. But yeah, I hear you, Twin Maples.
There you go, Mike. You eat the pumpkin seeds, Mike.
See, okay. I would eat the pumpkin seeds, but I eat other stuff. So
right. So Aaron, formerly the low carbist, would eat the pumpkin seeds. I'm
a little bit above the low carbist, but I'm still low carb.
Right. Right.
Gotta throw that out there.
Okay. So this just popped in. I didn't even read it yet. But note for sources for healthy hygiene products. Look up the homesteaders like Justin Rhodes, Rebecca Rhodes. Homestead conferences are great for the things y'all are looking for. Yeah, because they all make it themselves. Here's the thing. I don't want to make it myself. So if they make it and then they sell it, I'm down. But like, I'm not going to be making beef tallow. Yeah. That'll probably never happen. I'm just going to buy it. Sorry. Maybe when I retire from teaching. It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot of things.
If you go to a homestead conference,
yes,
they probably have booths.
And
and maybe they do sell some products. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to look and see if there's anything like that out here. because that's a good idea. But I just know that I'm not going to make it myself. Have either of you tried making tallow? I mean, the only thing I've done is beef broth. Like I will do my broth, and that's it. That's where I put the cap.
Yeah, the closest thing I've come to doing anything like that is making bone broth, and not even from beef, from chicken bone broth.
Chicken.
Yep.
You can buy it in the store, the tallow, and call me lazy.
Yeah, that's right.
So most meals I'll cook like 4 strips of bacon first,
and
then sometimes I'll add a little butter to that to cook my hamburgers and my eggs. So that's and then I dump all that grease on top of my food and I eat all of it. It's great.
So you just reminded me. So I don't know if you guys saw my video. It's like really short because it just was a quick unboxing and setting up of my new air fryer, you guys. I still haven't christened it. Cool. I haven't christened it.
It's so fancy and pretty.
It is. Does it come with an app?
No, it doesn't. It's actually.
Oh yeah, can you control it from your phone?
I mean, it might. Okay, I shouldn't say no, it doesn't. I just said no, it doesn't. Okay, no, it doesn't that I know of. Like it might. I'm not the person who my dishwasher has an app that I've never even installed on my phone. That's not how I roll. Yes, Erin.
Yep. I have a question, Miss Christy.
Yes, Erin.
Thank you, teacher. I'm curious about that newfangled thing that you have.
Yeah.
I see that it has a little wall in the center, so you can put stuff at different temperatures, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you remove it to have flat shelf all the way across to do like your standard size Pyrex? Because if I can't do a standard size Pyrex in there, it's not happening.
So actually, the wall isn't even in there right now. So the way it comes, the wall is not. Like
what is it attached to the back and the side?
So I haven't installed the wall yet. I see the wall, know the wall, and there's dual control.
You insert it or don't.
Right. Yeah. But to the grates, are the grates cut in the center? I'm like, how does that attach without the grates falling in the middle? That's what I'm trying to figure out when I'm looking at this thing. Are they attached to the sides and the back of the machine? Mike's nodding. That's probably how it is.
I didn't install the wall. I saw the wall. I showed the wall in my video. You can tell that's what it is. It's nice and thick, but I didn't attempt to put it in there. Okay. When you're not using it, it's dual controls, and you can just use either one, to control the thing as one.
It knows.
It knows. Yeah. And then you put the wall in, and then you can do you can air fry on one side and bake on the other, for example, at the same time at different temperatures.
I'm wondering if this is even bigger than the Breville that I have.
So
it looks like it's the same size. I don't know.
It's the same footprint as my old school toaster oven. It is a bit taller. You can rotisserie in it. I did not take measurements. But yeah, I'm ready.
It slices, it dices. Now, how much would you pay? But wait, there's more.
My in-laws
bought it. Comes with an app.
Spendy, you guys, but I was super happy. So I think what I'm going to try. Let me know if you approve of this, because somebody in the comments said, a couple people said, "Oh yeah, the beef fat sounds like a good idea." Because I was thinking I wanted to get the beef fat from the butcher and air fry some of that, which I'll do eventually. Yeah. But I got to think of a way to christen it. So somebody said, this is a long way to say, Mike, because you talked about your bacon grease, and you guys know I save my bacon grease. So somebody said, do yourself a favor, get your chicken, brush it with bacon grease, and air fry it in there. And I was like, and then I can do a compare contrast with Rick's Heart Attack, which I have deep fried in bacon grease.
In bacon grease, which was an amazing video. And if I ever make the Heart Attack chicken, that is how I will do it.
Yeah. It was good.
It just looked amazing. Yes,
it was good. Amazing. I mean, I would edit it. I would turn up I think my oil needed to be a bit hotter, but I'm learning, you guys. I've never deep fried a day in my life. So the oil maybe needed to be a bit hotter, but it cooked through. It was crispy on the outside. It had a smoky flavor to it, from the bacon grease that it didn't have when I did it in the tallow.
Yeah. I mean, just the bacon flavor with chicken. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. And so I do this, so I'm guilty of this. But someone has got to take the step and open franchises of the Heart Attack chicken. And I'm not even kidding about that. You're going to make $1 zillion.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do it. Oh, hi, Aaron.
Sorry. I have a teenager that had questions.
Oh, yeah. My
More important.
teenagers too. But right now they're both still sleeping since it's not even 8 a.m. yet on a Saturday.
No, yeah. Mine is actually up early and has a swim meet to go to this afternoon. So.
Oh, fun.
Oh, yeah. So Annabella says
my kids are older.
It was yummy.
What did I miss?
Have you tried heart attack chicken? I know you do your chicken, like you'll bake your chicken. Have you fried chicken and you haven't tried that yet?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Aaron, have you?
I haven't done the heart attack chicken. Yeah, I usually bake or we grill or I do like taco chicken and I pan sear it in the cast iron and then throw it in the oven for the rest of the cooking. But no, I gotta try that.
So I don't know if you heard because you popped off, but somebody had suggested as a way to christen my new appliance to take the chicken and like brush it all over with the bacon fat and then air fry it. And I was like, okay, that sounds, because it would get all crispy, I think. I mean, I don't know. I've never owned an air fryer.
Yeah, air fryers are fun.
Yeah, and I like this one because it's all metal. I wanted one with all metal parts, like no plastic parts. So yeah,
that's how mine is too. The fryer basket is metal. I kind of had that thing about frying in plastic. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like super happy. I can't wait to try it. My kids can still use it because it still does like the whole toaster oven function. It has all the
pizza in there or whatever. Yeah, it's easy.
Already done settings. So Annabella saying I need an air fryer. That's how I felt about it too, Annabella. Now this one is a spendy, but like I said, it does like 12 things. You can even do 2 different things at once. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a half measure. Like it was like, this is exactly what I wanted. It's going to replace my toaster oven. I can get rid of that. It's going to do everything I want. There's no plastic. Like it ticked all the boxes. And I got it as a gift. So, hey.
It's amazing. I don't use my air fryer hardly at all. The only time really is if I forget to pull a steak out of the freezer and I will cook a steak from frozen in it. But even then it's not the best that way. So, but that's really the only time I use my air fryer now. I just cook everything else in just in a regular pan on top of the stove. So with the exception, I do a baked chicken recipe. It's really good. So I have done some thighs, cook them in the oven in a Pyrex. So there's that.
Yeah, I use my cast iron tons and tons. I love my cast iron pan. And it was just like a $20, like whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
cheap.
But it's great, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted the it's not like air frying a frozen steak is like a go-to move. Like I hear you, but like if I forget, or if I'm just like, I don't want burger patties, like I really want a steak, but they're frozen.
In case of emergency.
Yeah. Like in case of emergency, I can air fry me a steak now and like a ribeye or a chuck eye. So Deb Olson is asking, how do you guys prepare your canned salmon? Okay, here's the thing, Deb Olson. It's gross, so I just choke it down. End of my answer. Mike, how do you prepare your canned salmon?
So, I get the big cans, right? And I take the top off and I drink the liquid out of it. And then I plop it into a bowl.
Sorry.
And then I eat it.
No, it's funny.
Mike gets the big cans. Sorry.
Yes. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds funny.
Aaron, stop it. I will put you right in detention. Okay.
Well, it's not like when I couldn't get my hoop up, Christy.
I lost you after you said big cans because Aaron she distracted me. So go back.
Yeah. So I like the big cans, Aaron. I do like them.
He finally gets the joke. Okay.
I don't think he does.
I do. I'm not sure, but I think I do.
Oh man, sorry.
I like cans of all sizes, actually, so it's fine.
You're gonna send Erin right over the edge. She can't.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm crying. You're trying, and I'm crying.
Yeah, good. I'm not crying. You're crying.
You are not helping Deb at all. May I point out?
I don't.
So I just eat it out of the can. That's what I do.
Yeah, I just eat it out of the can. It's super gross.
Yeah.
But I'm getting my omega
super good.
and I'm getting my protein, and I'm like, this is disgusting. And then
I have to try it. Is there anything else in there besides the salmon and salt? You know my story with the tuna fish, and I was like, why is there vegetable broth in this?
No, there isn't. Which is
no.
another reason why I switched to salmon, because the cheaper cans of salmon are just salmon and salt.
I need to try that because that's easy.
Yeah, but the tuna, the cheaper cans of tuna, they all have vegetable broth. And okay, I'm not completely freaking out, but at the same time, I'm like,
new.
And like, why is
it to do that?
Why? And it'll even say like may contain soy on that.
Yes.
Stuff like that on that tuna.
Just stick the fish in the can. That's it.
Right. So, and you want wild caught?
Yes.
You want wild caught.
Yes.
Because the farmed raised is they feed them questionable food, and it's not nearly as great. It could so wild caught is what you want.
Yeah.
So I know, Ketogenic Woman, we were chatting the other day. We're going live tomorrow. We're going to talk about budget, you guys. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. and me and Ketogenic Woman talking about carnivore on a budget. So tune in for that. But what she does is she just uses a little bit of mayonnaise, and she will even scale, because I was telling her, like, I've made the butter mayo, but like that's a lot of work. Because it takes so much time. Like, it's delicious, but I just don't have the time to do that. And she told me that she just buys the kind that's made with avocado oil, you know?
Yeah.
There you go. Do like a tablespoon of that, because there's not much fat in that salmon. It is dry, but I already just know I'm not going to like it. And it's really just to get my protein, you know? So I just eat it and just.
So, you know how Russ talks about eating some salsa sometimes with his burger.
Yeah.
You know, before I went carnivore or even keto, if I would do a can of salmon, I would dump some salsa on it and mix it in. You know, so if that's okay for you on what your N=1 is, Deb, that might be worth trying as well. A little bit of salsa, but.
So speaking of Ketogenic Woman, Annabella says that she has a salmon waffle recipe. Okay. I mean, maybe.
Whoa. Salmon waffles.
Salmon waffles.
Sure. You got to use the waffle iron for something nowadays.
I use it for something. I know. I'm getting ready to pull mine back out. I just have a big one. I want one of the little mini ones so I can do like chaffles. We're talking about waffle irons, Aaron. I know. I put this up, and then we were talking about waffles. That was the wrong one. It was because Annabella said that Anita from Ketogenic Woman has a salmon waffle recipe. And then I was like, I don't have one of those little Dash minis or whatever. Like, I think at one point I had 3 waffle irons. I don't even like waffles. This was all before like keto or anything. I don't even like them. So like 2 of them I threw away. I think I kept 1. Still haven't used it. But I'm thinking for like, I think I would like chaffles or like things of that nature. And also with the Equip, you guys, I did an experiment. So my boys, I've gotten them eating more meat at dinner. Okay. They're not carnivore. They're not even keto, but I have increased. Mike, what's flying over your head?
I don't know.
I'm looking at you guys.
Oh, awesome. Hey, down there. I've gotten them, I've upped their meat at dinner, and I feel like I'm not going to tweak that. Like, I'm done tweaking that for now, right? One thing at a time. But their breakfast, it has been for like their whole life, oatmeal. And I'm like, all right, we're going to see what we could do about getting them off the oatmeal and getting them onto something a little more protein. So Aaron, you'll be happy to know, you'll be happy to hear that I ordered the Equip vanilla protein for them. And I actually made some protein pancakes with like the vanilla Equip, some eggs, what else I put in there? Some cream cheese and a little heavy cream. And I did put baking powder, but they didn't get fluffy. They still stayed more like
they're flat.
Yeah, they're flat. But I cooked them in butter, and both of my boys ate them, and they were like they both said, or especially the younger one, he said they were good. He goes, I would have liked them if they were, fluffy like a real pancake, but like he's like they were good. Yeah, they were good. I will second that. I ate a couple. They were good.
How about vanilla extract? You could throw a little vanilla extract in there.
Yeah, it
That might
wasn't
be
a
good.
flavor issue. I thought about maybe doing that, but I thought I'm going to try it without for there. A strong vanilla flavor came through from that protein
Ah,
powder itself. It's
nice.
vanilla, equipped
Okay.
vanilla flavored protein. And like I said, one
Nice.
scoop has 20 grams. And so, to my point about waffles, so Anita was talking about you can, and I think part of the problem was my protein powder to egg ratio. So she's like, use 1 scoop of the protein with 2 eggs instead of 4 eggs. And then she makes waffles with that and like some gelatin, which I've ordered some gelatin because I've never used that. That's another check off my carnivore to-do list. And there might have been one more ingredient. I don't know. But anyway, she makes waffles out of that. So I'm going to try that. Maybe they will like that better because they do kind of puff up in the, they make like a waffle looking, bready looking waffle vanilla thing. And I'm thinking maybe my kids will like it waffle style. So have
Very
you
good.
tried anything like waffly?
Yeah, pancakes, but I don't even know if you might have mentioned this before when I had to step out. I did the egg cream cheese thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were delicious.
So delicious.
I love that.
Yes, I did that.
Yeah, that
So
sounds
good.
great.
And they're very thin, like you said, and even adding like the baking powder or whatever, it still didn't really change things. So I just left it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were good. I got to do that again. But when you're trying to do the macro thing, those are like so high in fat with all the cheese that it's hard to balance.
So I didn't use with the you're on cream cheese, yes. So when I made the pancakes for my kids, which turned out more like crepes, I should really just call them crepes until I can get them. If I can fit, Anita's gonna do a experiment for me and see if she can get those pancakes fluffy. I'm like, if anyone can get fluffy pancakes out of protein powder, it's ketogenic woman. So so she's working on that for me. I'll let you know if she figures it out because I'll do a video.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So I put the cream cheese in there, for my kids. But I think other people are not even putting the cream cheese in, Erin, for like the crepes or the waffles. They're just doing the protein powder and the eggs and a little gelatin. So give that a try. I think I might try some of those when I'm done here for breakfast. Get some protein.
That sounds awful. That sounds awesome. The only waffling I do is I'll promise to do something and then I won't.
Yeah. I've noticed that sometimes you waffle.
Yeah. I do waffle that way. Yes.
Mike, it's okay.
That's the only waffle I do. Yeah. But I am going to join the gym. So I'm going to wait till the roads are clear. I knew this blizzard was coming. And so I'm waiting till after the roads are good. And then I'm going to start joining. I'm going to start working out at the gym. So I'm not going to waffle.
I am looking forward to that update when you tell us that you did do that. Hey, Becky. Becky says,
hey, Becky.
I do the equipped vanilla protein powder, eggs. See, I told you gelatin and baking powder in the waffle iron, and it's much fluffier. Yes, in the waffle iron. That's what I'm trying to say. And the gelatin makes them a little crispy on the outside. According to Ketogenic Woman, I have not tried it because, I just have the big waffle iron. Maybe I'll pull it out and give it a try in there. I don't know. The one that makes like the.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question for Becky. Is it snowing in the Willamette Valley yet, or is there ice yet? Because I know that's today. And I just have to say this because I got a nice comment on my channel. People are enjoying my weather channel. I did like 3 weather videos on this channel and by far outperforming my carnivore stuff. Wow. And so it's like, and I just love weather. So I'm like, okay, I've got to start a weather channel. And so I did on January 1st, which is really cool because I want to see how much can I grow it in a year. And it's just really easy for me to make content for it because I love the weather so much. So that's at the weather Mike, Mike.
I love that.
If you're interested. But I had to keep this carnivore for 2 reasons, because the message is so important about metabolic health and the community is so awesome. All of my best friends are here.
That's right.
I mean, I've just made so many friends, especially you guys, but other like Becky and Carrie and now Allison is becoming a friend. Robin is in the chat. I mean, just everybody.
Yep.
There's just no way I can stop doing carnivore content, even if it's, like once a week. And then, I can still get my weather passion in on that separate channel. So
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I subbed up to at Weather Mike, so that's fantastic. So
The
Jay
weather Mike.
The weather Mike, that's right. Jay is saying, well, he actually said, first he said, Robin, if it were just me, I wouldn't make them. I think referring to truffles, but I'm always struggling to get my 8-year-old to eat carnivore. So that's the struggle is real, Jay. And I reached out to my friend Cami, speaking of good carnivore friends, Cami at Last Day of Normal. Her channel is fantastic. And she's also a sprinter like me. She started sprinting too. But anyway, she's doing all kinds of cool stuff over there. And she did a video. She has a 10-year-old daughter talking about how to get these kids that have been eating standard American diet like all these years, right? Like I have a 15 and an 18-year-old. You're not just going to flip a switch and make them carnivore tomorrow. It's not happening. They're not 1 and 2 years old, and they often eat like you're not even around, and they somehow feed themselves. They get food from not at home. Like my 18-year-old can drive. He can go to whatever, fast food or whatever he wants to do at this point, right? And so so I've been working on that, Jay, but Cami and I told her we need to do a live after I saw her video talking to her 10-year-old daughter about this topic. I'm like, we need to go live and talk about, similar to like Ellie at Nourishment Redacted, but like her kids are little. So she still puts them on the table. They know what's in front of them. Like our kids are bigger. You can't, that's not how life is anymore. Kids are 10 or like mine, 15 and 18. That's not how it works.
Right.
It's like a slow turn of the, it's so how am I doing that? How is Cami doing that? And anybody like Jay, who has kids like that around those ages, we haven't scheduled it yet, but be looking for that because I'm like, we got to start talking about this. I can share kind of what I'm doing. It's been a gradual change, but looking back to like 2 months ago, I'm like, man, a lot of changes have actually been made in the last couple of months. I mean, it's nowhere near where I'd like it to be, but it's so much better. So,
Well, the other thing is too, and just think about when you're a kid, your parents influenced you more than you let on or more than you wanted to admit. And so it's like, just teach them the right ways to eat. They probably won't adhere to it through their teen years, maybe even in their 20s, but they'll come back around. I mean, that knowledge will be there. And when they need it, it'll kick in. And for some, they may take to it right away too. So especially if you know how to cook and you're good at making these steaks, is there anything much better than that? I know the carbs are addicting for sure. And I used to eat Totino's, Totino's party pizzas after school. And I would put bologna and cheese and really beef them up, and that's, that's what you do when you're a teenager. But if they know how to make a good steak, they'll go back to it.
Yeah,
they will.
So to answer your question to Becky, she says there's a dusting of snow and the ice is building up. I-5 North was closed earlier for all the wrecks, I heard.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works in Portland and the Willamette Valley. You'll get the cold air east of the Cascades. It dams up against the mountains, and then it blows through the Columbia River Gorge and spills southward. Although I think in this case, the Arctic air is just moving south into the Pacific Northwest. And you'll get the Pacific storm will come. You'll get a southerly wind on top of that. And it just rains into the frigid air and it freezes on contact. And I remember growing up, Portland had 2 weeks. They had an ice storm. And on the front of the Oregonian, that's where Becky gets her name. Anyway, on the front of the Oregonian, there was a picture of a guy ice skating down the middle of the street. It's like, it just gets crazy there in this kind of setup.
So yesterday I was late to work because there was talking about the wrecks. I guess it was a wreck. So my normal route to work, I was all happy because I have to drop my son off at high school. And if I'm going to be late to work, it's because he won't get himself to the car because, he's 15 or whatever. But yesterday I was actually going to be kind of on time. And then I get to like almost work and like the police are blocking off the road. And I couldn't see what it was, but I heard it was a pretty bad wreck between that truck and a Honda. So I
I
don't
hate
know how
that.
that turned out, if everyone's okay, but yeah, I had to turn around and go like the long way
Wow.
around. And yeah, I didn't make it to school before school started yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, I hope
wow.
everyone was okay. I don't know if it was, we did have icy, like potential ice on the road
Oh, wow.
yesterday, because you know it is getting down to 32, and then if there's water, you know, it's icy. The roofs are icy, the cars are icy in the mornings. So if there's water on the roads, I don't know if it was because of that or whatever, but yeah. Anyway, that was not fun. Allison says meaty friends.
Yes,
Friends.
correct, Allison. Correct.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Okay, people are letting me know that you can use a big waffle iron for these things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm going to give that a try in the big waffle iron. One of these days, I will take that thing out and give it a try.
Well, you know, you're not hurting for video ideas, and you keep cranking them out, Christy. You're, as I said before, you're unstoppable, which is fantastic. And
Another song.
so, but you know, if you ever hurting for an idea, bust out the waffle iron.
Bust out the waffle iron and give it a try.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? Sure.
Tuna steaks and bacon.
Oh, that sounds good.
There you go, Mike.
It might smell up the apartment, but I don't care. I mean, it's a house, but
it's not like you're attached to other, like it's not like an apartment building, right? That you're not smelling. Right. People aren't smelling you.
I have neighbors upstairs.
Oh,
they don't smell it
upstairs.
Yeah, they probably,
maybe they'll just come over.
But I mean, who cares?
They start banging on the floor, you know there's a problem.
That's right. Well, we're all friends too. So like we were talking yesterday when it was snowing and coming up with because his dad, the guy who lives upstairs, his dad owns the house up the hill and this is their property. And so he has a big truck with a blade on the front and he clears the big concrete slab where we park. He just clears it off and then we just touch up with a snow shovel. And so we're all friends, you know, and he's got targets set up on the property. So we've got our own shooting range right out the front door. I mean, it's amazing here. And I just love Iowa so much. What took me so long to get here?
It's amazing what you can do in other states.
It's great. I mean, we did a lot of shooting in Arizona
California
too.
Or New Jersey.
No. Arizona, we did a lot of shooting in Arizona, but not at my apartment complex. But you know, here it's I just step out the front door. Iowa's amazing. And you know, yes, we are surrounded by cornfields, Aaron. It's true.
I don't want to go through those cornfields if you're shooting targets outside of your place.
We have a group of turkeys that run around on the property. I came home one day. Right? They're kind of scrawny. Wild turkeys are kind of scrawny. I turned into the driveway a couple months ago and there were like 5 pheasants right there. Pheasants are beautiful birds and they taste good.
Do your turkeys attack people? Because we've had issues with wild turkeys around here in New Jersey.
Wow.
They've attacked mailmen.
I can't. Stories.
Yeah, they're not nice birds.
I don't know. I have not seen that. They've left me alone. They probably know I'm a carnivore, so they just keep moving.
Stay away. They're scared of you, Mike Shaw. They're scared of you.
We have deer on the property too. I almost hit one on the way to work.
Oh, I love deer.
Because I pull off the driveway and it's right on Highway 44. So the speed limit's 55. I'm sorry, I almost said 60. The speed limit's not 60. That's what I do.
Right.
And so I'm just approaching 60 miles an hour at the top of the hill, and then here comes a deer.
Bambi.
Come on, man. Come on.
So in California, we have an unspoken agreement that if everyone just drives 80 down the freeway, they can't pull us all over. It's an unspoken agreement between us.
It really is. Yeah. I love that.
In other states, but it's my favorite. Yeah. It's my favorite.
So,
Mike,
I don't know about you, but here in New Jersey, maybe because it's so populated in the area where I live, the deer literally stop on the side of the road and wait for the cars to go by and then cross. And I'm not even making that up.
Whoa, they've learned. Okay.
That's great.
The funniest thing I saw, not animal related, not deer, was we have a lot of the Canada geese here. I know Canadian geese, whatever. I know it's actually Canada geese, but I've seen them cross at the crosswalks. It's like, if I could fly, I wouldn't be walking across the street. It was the funniest thing we ever saw. I have a video of it. They literally crossed the crosswalk in front of the car at the red light.
So we don't have any crazy, we don't have any, like, that doesn't happen. But I know Rick is not in the chat, or I have not seen him yet. We do have ducks here. And they will
he's going to pop up at any second.
I said ducks.
Like Beetlejuice.
It's like Beetlejuice. Exactly. That's what
I said duck. Oh, here comes Rick. But anyways, we have ducks, and you can hear them quacking. They'll like land in the neighbors' pools, and then you'll see them like fly out of somebody's backyard, just like quacking as they're going. So yeah, there's ducks around here.
That was one of my feature stories I did when I was a TV guy. I used to do feature stories too, weather, and someone had some ducklings in their backyard pool. And so it was a cute story. And I did so many duck puns. I thought it was funny. I don't know.
We live in a ranch. So our windows are, not too far from the ground. And at one point, I don't even know why, right underneath our bedroom window, Mama Mallard had laid her eggs. And I could stick my head out the window and look at her sitting on that nest. I don't know why she did it there, but she ended up, maybe one hatched and she abandoned the rest of the eggs. But I love that stuff. I could watch that all the time.
We have tons of hummingbirds, and if you go outside wearing red, they will dive bomb you.
Really?
I have this red hoodie, and if I go in my backyard wearing this red hoodie, they... Like when hummingbirds attack, serious.
Oh, I had no idea that they went after the red. It's like the bull.
Yeah, whatever they are. I don't know what like species of hummingbird they are, but I can't wear red in my own backyard because I'll get attacked by hummingbirds. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty cool. When I lived in Tucson, we had hummingbirds year round.
I don't see them around. I'm sure they are around here, but I don't see them. So
It was fantastic.
Jay is saying to me, the secret is cooking. Kids don't eat ribeyes, but I can cook ketovore dishes that he'll eat. So that's fantastic. Yeah, ketovore is fantastic. And this is cracking me up because he says, I've also found ways to sneak in extra meat products. We are sneaking in the meat. Great. We don't sneak in the veggies around here. How can I get some more meat?
I said to him in the comments, I will sneak equip stuff into it. Like if she wants like hot chocolate, and I have like the Simply Swiss Miss stuff for her. I'll put like some equip like unflavored in there.
Yeah.
So that she's getting like more protein with the milk and the
in there. Oh,
and she doesn't look at that. He turned into a hummingbird for you. I'm glad that you're not.
So that was my hummingbird feeder in Tucson.
Okay.
And
cool.
I had a rubber tree plant on the deck I would hide behind and take pictures during these great sunsets.
So I know you two are on Instagram. Sorry. Have you ever seen the bird lady on Instagram?
No.
She will like disguise herself in whatever, and she'll have like glasses on so they can't get to her eyes, like goggles, and she'll put like a bird feeder like on her or something with like bird feed, a plate or something, and the birds will literally land like right in front of her face, and it's like videos of her expressions as the birds are like feeding like right by her head.
Mm-hmm. That's a horror movie waiting to happen.
I kind of think that too, but it is entertaining.
Hey, she probably gets lots of clicks.
It's really cute, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. That's awesome.
Okay, so Deb Olson is asking, is the Equip protein powder clean? So absolutely, yes, it is clean, Deb.
I'm eating it, yes. You know how crazy I am with my labels.
So,
that's true.
So Deb, if you don't want any extra things, the unflavored is just beef isolate protein, end of ingredients. That's it. So if you just get the unflavored, it's beef too. It's beef. I think it's beef isolate protein.
Isolate protein, yeah.
If you get the
best
flavor,
kind, yeah.
like I have the chocolate, then it's the beef isolate protein, cocoa powder, and stevia. So 3
That's
ingredients.
it. Yeah.
So it just depends on what you want to include. Like
Wow.
I'm okay with a little bit of cocoa powder and a little bit of stevia that's in there.
Those
my
two are the
kids-
cleanest flavors, yeah.
Yeah, those two are the cleanest flavors. The vanilla has some like coconut cream something. I forget.
That's great.
Yeah,
coconut's
But
great.
it's actual vanilla flavor. It's not
Yes.
like natural flavors, I don't think.
Right. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the actual flavor. Yeah, I like their product.
Of
I
the
think it
vanilla
tastes really
bean.
good too.
Mhm. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
So the vanilla
Is it expensive? Because
Yeah.
beef isolate, I've heard, is expensive.
It's very
Yeah.
expensive because it is like from the grass-fed cows and whatnot.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
if you do like either a subscribe and save through Amazon or you get
Mhm.
one of their coupon codes, every once in a while they'll do like a 25% off. Like that's the
Mhm.
time to get it. But a bag lasts a long
a
time.
long time.
Like
Yeah.
I'll have a bag for like 2+ months, depending on the flavor and how often I use it. So
Yeah.
to me, it's worth it. The 55, $60 or whatever.
No, that's
So-
not terrible.
I
Yeah.
bought some to try it.
Keto
and
chow's more than that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I bought some to try it and I like it. And now it's like a go-to now that I'm realizing because I'm trying to keep my protein,
Yeah.
kind of up higher. It's a good way to do that at the end of the day if I need a few more protein, grams of protein. But I'm like
Yeah.
Aaron, where I'll put in the food that I'm planning on eating kind of in the morning, I don't want to eat 2 cans of salmon, you guys. That's what it is. Like I could add a second can of salmon or I could have a scoop of Equip. Yeah, let's go with the Equip for that. I'll put it like in an after dinner, coffee or something just to get that protein at the end. It's really good. But yeah, I feel super good about giving that vanilla to my kids because like I said, I'm trying to do that to get them off of the oatmeal. So I'm going to make them pancakes with the vanilla Equip and some eggs, which is like, far and away better, than their current breakfast. So if I can get them doing that, my plan is to make a bunch of those pancakes, keep them in the fridge, and then on school mornings they can like heat those up, throw some butter on them, and that's my plan. I don't know if it's going to go to plan. I don't know if it's going to fly, but that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now.
Twin Maples has a comment.
Oh, okay. This one?
Question. Yeah.
So stevia, any issues with blood glucose response? I use Element with stevia, but not sure if there's any issues. So what I hear, Twin Maples, so I've never checked my blood glucose.
Yeah, me neither. I don't do that.
My A1C.
I
I
don't
don't have a glucose monitor and I've never worn a continuous one. My A1C was 4.7, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I use the stevia products regularly. That's one of the only sweeteners that I'll use other than if there's a little natural sugar or like little bits of sugar and like dark chocolate and stuff like that. But same as Christy, my A1C is perfectly fine. I don't do any of the daily testing. But I will say that it doesn't put me on like a sugar hunt afterwards, if that means anything. Like I don't start to crave other stuff because of that sweetness.
Correct.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have that problem with other stuff either. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly.
Yeah. All I can say is ditto and ditto.
Yeah.
Yes. What they said.
As far as does it spike my glucose, I don't know. I don't even know if I've heard if it does in some people. I think I've heard that in some people it may. I think it's like individualized. So
yeah, I've heard that too.
The only way for you to know is to put on that continuous glucose monitor and check yourself. But like I'm like Aaron, if I have my little bit of Element with stevia, I don't want to look for the next sweet thing. Like after that, I want to buy. I don't want.
I'd rather have that than like the sucralose or some of the other stuff. And I don't know if you guys have heard it. It could be the same thing. It's just that taste of sweet that can do that in some people. So I would think,
Yep. So did you say check yourself before you wreck yourself?
Before you rickety wreck yourself. That's right.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I do say that to my students sometimes. They look at me. I don't think they know.
Awesome.
They're like, what does that mean?
Stop before you wreck yourself. They're like, what?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's true though. This is great here, Twin Maples. Good job.
Yeah, I know. This is awesome. So recovered type 2 diabetic, A1C is down to 5.4. Fantastic. Blood glucose
Great.
after a meal was 95. So it sounds like Twin Maples, you have the ability to check your own because you have that equipment. So I would recommend, trying the stevia and then check your own blood sugar.
See how it goes.
See how you feel too. Like some people, like if I don't know if Robin is still here, like Robin gave up all sweet taste because she was feeling like if she had a sweet taste, she would crave for sweet taste. She felt like she was addicted to that.
Wanted more sweet,
so some people have something like that. So I think those are the two important things to kind of watch out for in your own personal, journey.
Right. You don't want to fall off the wagon.
Yeah.
I saw Twin Maples
Unless you want
commented above a while. Could you put in the 3 of our channels into the chat, like the links?
Yeah, so I put yours, Erin, and Twin Maples said that they subbed up to you.
Oh, cool.
A little while. Let me see if
because you were the one that they didn't know.
We don't know if we have anybody else here.
Yeah, so that's Erin's because I still had that one. I still had that one.
Hi, Allison.
Allison. I still had that one,
See you, Allison.
Whatever.
Yep. Yeah, it was in your
Allison's big
clipboard.
Coffee drinker. We got to have her on this one day.
We do. We need to have her on as a guest. Yes, we do.
Yep.
We have room.
And I'm thinking about starting a show on Tuesday nights before Lionesses. So if I do that, I'm going to have to start booking guests. So Allison would be on that list. Robin would be on that list. If they're willing, of course. Becky, you two, Ellie, Carrie.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a short list.
If it's before Lionesses, then I'll have to peace out a little early to go over and roar with my girls. But if you're okay with that, you know me, I'm down for a good live interview.
Robin made a comment in response to you asking her about the sweets.
Yes, I'm going to get to that in 1 second. So I just did my channel. I'm trying to link everybody's channel. I'm not as fast as some of these young folks these days on this linking thing. But anyway,
whippersnappers.
I'm going to get there.
I remember back in 1972. We didn't even have the internet.
Christy, we weren't even alive back then.
We didn't even know what the internet was.
But Mike has said numerous times that he self-identifies as a millennial. So
that's correct.
Why? No.
That is correct. Because I'm so good at tech. I'm a tech guy.
Okay. Well, us generation
but boomers
Xers
invented
can be
all
good
this
at
stuff.
tech too, and baby boomers. But you're not. You're
That's
barely a baby boomer.
Barely
a boomer. Correct. Barely a boomer.
What, a couple months?
An X.
A couple years.
Did you miss it by a couple years?
Yeah. So the first year of X is 65. I was born in 63.
Yes, because my husband's the first year of X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And my ex is an X.
Your ex is an X. Okay.
Yeah.
Is she
and
in
she
Texas?
lives in Texas.
She is in Texas.
All my exes live in Texas, and all my exes are Generation X.
I'm sensing a theme here.
I don't know. I'm writing a song on
switch
the
it up
fly.
next time. If there's a next time, Mike Shaw, you might want to consider switching that up. I don't think
I'm currently between wives, so who knows?
But it makes the poetry of it is so much better with the Texas thrown in there. So just keep it that.
It sure does. If she ever moves, I'm in trouble.
You can't have that joke anymore. Then what will
I know. I'll have to come up with another one.
You'll have to.
Yeah, I mean, like all my exes live in Pennsylvania or something, just doesn't have the same
not
ring
the same.
to it.
No.
It's not the same. Okay, so Robin is saying she did give up sweet taste, but she's seriously thinking of bringing back coffee. So you can come and watch us on Coffee Across America and not be drinking coffee. But Robin, if you want to bring back your coffee, mine's gone. I'm sad. I'll support you. I'm not going to encourage you one way or the other, but I say try the N=1, see how you feel. I know Robin told me the other day she still misses it. So even though she gave it up, she was like, man,
my question for Robin is, did giving up the coffee, did she notice any positive changes, or is she the same?
Mm-hmm.
Unless if she's a person that has to put stuff in her coffee, then maybe that's different.
Right. I don't
know.
I could never give up coffee. It's too much of a.
I agree.
It's too much of a pleasure. I love it.
I would, but.
Yeah, I enjoy that. Like I said, I am gonna go order some of that Pete's decaf for the afternoon. And Mike told me I should switch my afternoon coffee to water. And I said baby steps, Mike Shaw, because I don't think that's gonna happen. Because like after work, I eat my food and I settle down with a cup of coffee. And then if I have a live, I hop on my live. It's like, it's part of my, like, I enjoy that part of my afternoon.
So I would never tell you what to do. So it wasn't even a suggestion. It's just, I can't do it because then I won't sleep as well.
I had to laugh because when I got that decaf and I was like, ooh, this is good. I'm like, I can drink coffee all day long now. Because I always like having the warm beverage. It's not even the coffee. Like, I just like the warm beverage.
Right.
Here you go, Mike. I think you might have your first guest.
Yay.
Thank you, Robin. Robin is fantastic. She is just, I love talking to her. So
I've seen her on your show many times and on others. So yeah. Robin's great.
She's great. 65 today. Are you talking about your age, the temperature where you are?
Hey.
Where it's warm.
Happy birthday.
I think it's a birthday because then Robin is saying happy birthday, Twin Maple.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That's awesome.
Oh, yes. And Twin Maple says thank you, Robin. So confirming it is Twin Maple's 65th birthday today.
Yes, the big 6'5".
Fantastic. And I bet you're doing better now than you were doing 5-10 years ago before you were a proper human diet. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Robin is saying, I love in all capitals, yelling it at us.
How do you guys do it? I can't do it.
Oh, but yeah, I think it'll work.
It only works for Mike. With the actual hearts come bubbling up out of his.
Come on.
That's for you, Robin.
Come on.
You're magic, Mike.
I'm jealous.
That one I got. I've been accused of that before, but I don't know. Hey, it's my cousin. Hey, cuz.
My cousin's here. Hey, Tracy. Nice to see you.
My cuz.
And
my cousin's not going to like me either because
cold, dying hands.
I agree with cuz.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, cuz. And you've got snow on the way. You probably saw my.
So your hands will be cold as they're prying it away.
He's a normal person in the sense that he doesn't like snow like the rest of y'all.
Normal person.
Yeah, he doesn't like snow, so he's not gonna like me. The forecast has snow all the way down to Memphis, all the way down to northern Mississippi.
Pretty far south. That's pretty far
Renee,
south.
it's nice. Yeah.
So, Twin Maples is saying we started Carnivore March 6, 2023. Loving life these days. That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Okay, Mike, this is not fair. It's not fair at all because you've said snow at least 87 times and I have not said picanha even one time.
Hey, at the 1 hour and 32-minute mark.
You guys each have a word. Now I need a word.
Okay.
I also have.
I don't know.
I have a joke about charcuterie board. When people say that, you have to drink.
The
charcuterie board. Charcuterie board.
I've heard it called a something coochie board.
Hoochie
like when kids can't pronounce it.
No. Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
So the three lionesses, if you don't know, we share a StreamYard account. That's how we can all be in control on Lioness Lifestyle. So Ellie made me this, you guys. Ellie made me this. I did not make this banner. Look at the banner. Look at the banner.
Picanha.
So every time the banner at the bottom of the screen, Aaron.
Oh, I was waiting for something to pop up. I'm looking here. It's down there.
No, just the scrolling banner. So when I say picanha from now on, she will be, Ellie made that for me.
You need to get the little thing like Mike has, and it could like pop up all over the screen or something.
Mm-hmm.
Little picanhas.
Yeah, I don't even know how I'm doing this. I don't even know how this works.
It doesn't work. That doesn't happen for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Something in your software.
What else?
Yeah.
And you do.
And so I can do this for the balloons.
Okay.
I love that. And then this is like and subscribe.
Where's the thumbs up? Okay.
Yep.
Come
and
on,
that's the only. Those are the only ones I know.
Give us something really, really funny.
Did you do peace sign? Peace sign is the balloons.
Peace signs the balloons.
Okay, thumbs up, heart. I don't know any other. I don't know.
Those are the only ones I know, and I discovered it by accident. And then Lindy is the one who taught me this one.
Thanks, Becky.
There you go, Aaron. I'm gonna make you a coffee.
Yeah.
It'll say coffee on the bottom.
Exactly.
Say that 3 times fast. It's practically impossible.
Coffee.
See, I'm the only one that's gonna think this. If you were to like make like a hand gesture that you shouldn't be making on YouTube, what would it do?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're driving down the street and someone cuts you off.
And you tell them they're number one, of course.
Yes, the number one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried number one.
You got to do that when you're not actually
That
live.
makes sense
see what
either.
happens.
How about this number one? Does that do anything?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't see anything.
Well, let's just go through all the fingers.
4, 5.
How about?
Oh man.
Nope.
What about hang loose?
All right. I can't even do it.
What's that Star Trek thing?
Oh, live long and prosper.
Yeah.
Am I do? Oh no, I'm
No.
See, I'm not. My hands can. Is it that or is it that?
No,
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. So they're not
Are
Trekkies.
the little spaceships
Whoever
gonna pop up?
invented That is not.
Right? That would be awesome. Pure energy.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Well,
energy.
you know what, guys? It's like we're like an hour and a half in, actually a little more.
Yeah.
And,
Hour and a half's a good amount of time.
Yeah, it's a good amount.
My
of
show is
time.
probably going to be an hour and a half long if I do.
I think an hour and a half is just right so that we
think
actually
it
do
is.
other stuff during the day.
Yeah. But before we peace on out of here, I just wanted to let everybody we got 15 people still watching, which is cool. Thanks for hanging with us, guys.
Fantastic, you guys.
Our plan is to do this on second Saturdays.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
That had a nice ring to it. So this is the second Saturday of January.
Let's do it.
So look out for us again on the second Saturday of February. We're going to make Coffee Across America a regular thing on second Saturdays.
And then the men's Bible study that was supposed to happen this morning got rescheduled till next week, and it's every other week.
Okay.
So I haven't done the math yet. It might interfere, so I might be late on those Sundays.
You could bring them all on.
I'm sorry. On those Saturdays.
No.
I could bring them on. Maybe I'll bring my laptop to the
How
men's
many
group
squares
and
can
just
we get on the screen? We're all together in one.
I think I could get 10 on my StreamYard, the version of StreamYard that I have. So
I know 2 other carnivores at my church. One's a guy and one's a gal. So I don't know if Dave's going to be at the men's group because I think he works on the weekends, but I don't know. We'll find out. So I could have him on with me.
All right.
Yeah. The rest of them eat donuts and stuff like I always do.
You're going to have to make donuts appear on your screen.
Yeah.
I'm getting the donuts tomorrow morning before church. -20 actual air temperature, wind chill, probably
donuts.
below -40.
You be careful out there, Mike Shaw. You be careful.
Fun. It's gonna
Too
be
cold.
fun. If I'm missing some limbs next show, you'll know why.
No. Hey, Aaron.
If your breath freezes up on your beard and you have all of the little, have you seen that before? Like runners in the cold weather and they look like.
Yeah. So the coldest I've ever been in is -13. And it's so cold it makes your nose run, and then it freezes in your nose. So it's like there's cardboard in your nose.
Nope, that's gross.
And then my eyelids froze shut because my eyelashes are kind of long and they froze together. So I had to take my glove off and melt the ice off my eyelashes.
I can see them.
No, this is all why I will never move to Iowa. Yeah,
oh my God. He does have long eyelashes.
I don't have
And so
that.
I'm going to break my record Sunday, and it's going to be glorious.
But don't you?
You just don't want to slide off the road because if you're there for a couple hours, not good.
No.
Once it gets to a certain temperature, isn't it just cold and that's it? You don't feel it anymore.
I don't know. I haven't been
Like
in below
cold is
zero
cold.
weather often enough. So
Oh my goodness.
welcome to the Midwest, son.
We'll see if it gets down in the 20s here. Sometimes it does. It hasn't yet. It stayed like 32, 33.
We'll stay on our coastlines here, Christy and I think.
I'm perfectly happy.
And I'm in flyover country. I forgot to make that joke earlier. You guys are on the left coast and the right coast, left coast, right coast.
That's
and then
right.
I'm in flyover country. We're representing the U.S.
And we're in
the lower
different time
48.
zones too, correct?
Yeah.
Aaron and I started this crazy coffee show, and then we're like, hey, let's get Mike in there, and it still works. It's still coffee across America because it's America. West Coast, East
and when
Coast.
you had Dustin on, that worked too. So yeah.
I know, it was great. It kind of works for everybody. It kind of works for everybody. It was great.
Now, is it across America, or do you add the T, across America?
No, across. Across. We don't add the T. What are you talking about?
I know, I'm kidding.
America.
Hey, Bob, nice to see you.
Hey, Bob. So Bob's in Omaha. He has the same weather I do. I'm just an hour away.
Twin Maples is in East Coast in Virginia, in the Bay. Nice.
Ah, on the Bay. That sounds beautiful.
Coast in Virginia on the Bay.
We got probably 11 inches of snow in Harlan, Bob. I know you guys got 9 or 10 in Omaha, so it's a lot.
Ooh.
On top of the 6 we had.
Yeah, and it's spring here in New Jersey and probably Virginia too.
Not for long.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The leaves on my tree in my front yard haven't even finished falling off yet.
Oh wow, that's how the Mamas and the Papas song starts.
They're all
California Dreamin'.
Like, there's still like half the leaves are still on the tree.
Okay.
Saying it's still like I think fall because the tree hasn't gotten the memo.
All the leaves are
maybe
brown,
your tree is not
the
with
sky
us
is
anymore.
gray.
No, it is.
Is it?
I went
It
for
is.
a
It's
walk.
still alive. It was just real green a couple months ago, and now everything's red, and about half of them have fallen off. But yeah, no.
Are you singing California Dreamin' down there?
I am. Yep, I am. She started it. All the leaves are brown. It's like that's how California Dreamin'
They're not
starts.
even brown. They're like red. Some of them are still green down at the bottom of the tree.
My favorite season is fall. There you go.
Wow.
Anyway.
Well, tell the tree to move to Iowa. It'll get the memo.
And with that, 6-minute weather update and other random comments.
I know, right? We did say goodbye a while ago, didn't we?
Goodbye, we're still here.
But we're still here. We don't want to leave you. Yes, Bob, I will tell you. So I don't know if you heard me because I even shouted you out the first time I did it. I've been sprinting in a tank top in 33-degree weather. Okay. Because Bob was like, I was like, it's cold to sprint. And then he was like, you're a big baby. And he did not say that. He was very nice. But he was like, I don't want to hear that from you, Southern California. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get myself out there and sprint.
But you get too hot. You have to wear those clothes when you're running.
Yeah, I mean, it's chilly out there.
Yeah.
I grew up in Oregon and I ran track in high school and we ran in all that weather. You got to do it.
Yeah, you start out in layers and stuff just comes flying off.
Hi, David.
Happy
you and
birthday,
Twin
David.
Happy birthday. You two almost share a birthday. Twin Maples turned 65 today. So happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, David.
62.
Mine is in...
Doing awesome.
My birthday is in 17 days.
Okay, Mike Shaw.
Yeah.
No.
All these January.
Wait,
all
are
these
you a
January
Pisces?
birthdays.
Are you a Pisces?
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Not that I believe in that, but yes, Aquarius.
I'm a Pisces. So mine's coming up too.
Okay, great. Wait, is yours in February?
March.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty soon.
And I won't give away any more of my security question answers. So that's
it's fun.
I don't have a last name, nothing.
It's fun being a carnivore because you can ask all these ladies, well, how old are you and how much do you weigh?
That's right. We don't care. We'll tell you.
It's part of the show. It's part of the shtick.
We're proud of how old we are and how much we weigh.
Right. That is right.
That's right.
And how much muscle we're putting on, right, Aaron?
That's right.
Right.
Yes, we had a nice chat. We chatted about all kind of things. So anything from sprinting to our new workout routines to what we use on
cans of salmon
these days, choking down cans of salmon, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, I got to get those now.
What else?
I'm going to have some as soon as we turn off this camera. I'm going to go get my can of salmon.
Not me.
And I'm going to go cook my second meal.
Ooh, your second. I gotta go cook my first meal. I am getting hungry.
Yeah.
You guys.
I'm doing
I haven't
4
eaten
now.
yet
You
either.
know that, right? 4 meals
4
a day to
meals a
get
day, you guys.
everything in that I'm supposed to eat.
Yep.
Or else it's not happening.
I'm trying to get it in 2, but we'll see. But on the weekends, I can do a little more. I can be a little more.
Yeah.
Weekends are different.
Yeah.
And we got 3 days
You're
because
free.
good old Martin Luther King. We got Monday off.
Yes, I forgot
That's
about
right.
that. Yeah.
I love that for
Yep.
me.
MLK Day.
Monday
Yeah.
off as a teacher.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna hit the end button. Bye, everybody.
Who's
Okay.
leaving?
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time.